Jimmy Gibbs Jr. is a man. I mean, I don't know anybody like that, man. There was this guy I knew. He was racing dirt track, not stock cars, but like open wheel cars, and he was racing them once, man. And then a goat. I'm just telling you, there was a goat, man. I would tell you about the time me and Keith, man, we made bumper cars. We did them out of riding mowers in his backyard. Man, we had a mower blade. It wound up 90% all over her body, man. I didn't run over the guy either. He just somehow managed to fall out on his own. Oh, man, I love cheeseburgers, but I don't like just regular cheeseburgers, man. I mean, you got to put stuff on the cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? You got to put bacon on that thing. You got to put a little cheese on that thing. You better not get near me with mayonnaise. I'm scared of mayonnaise. I ever tell you about the time me and Keith, we blew up a can of mayonnaise, made me vomit. And that made him vomit. Since then, I've never eaten mayonnaise. So no mayonnaise on my burger. You got that? I ever tell you about the time my buddy Keith made sushi? Yeah, his mom took him to a sushi place for his birthday. He didn't want to go, but it turned out he loved it, man. But it's like $10 a sushi, man. And one of them places. So Keith figures, hey, how hard can it be to roll up some raw food and seaweed? Am I right? As it turns out, it's hard, man. Now, they say experience is the best teacher. And experience taught Keith, if you ever eat 3 pounds of raw chicken, it kills you. Now, luckily, Keith's brain went into self-defense mode, started shutting down organs like head off a chicken, and they cut him off at the pass. And the doctors were able to get him out before his heart stopped. But to this day, Keith has no sensation in his right foot. He doesn't even recognize his brother Paul no more. Kitty Land. Oh, look, Kitty Land. Man, I ever tell you about the time my buddy Keith fell out a roller coaster? Yeah, he didn't drop far, mind you, just onto the tracks. But the carnival people, man, they wouldn't stop the ride because all the other people paid good money. And Keith, he snuck on for free. So he just had to dodge it like 20 minutes or so.
Is there anything Ellis has to say about the Vogue podcast?
Man, I ever tell you about my friend Ronald? He had this podcast. He called it the Vogue podcast. I don't know. Maybe he had to pay for each letter and he didn't want to say vocal. So he just said Vogue. And then he put one of those weird line things over the O. I think you call it an umlaut or like a dash lot or like a accent or something. Anyway, it looks like Vogue, but you say it like Vogue. And Ronald's the man. I ever tell you about my friend Ronald? He does some crazy shit.